After the back-to-back in California over the weekend and the 500 trip to California overall, the Sens returned home and were on the practice ice on Tuesday, gearing up for the Red Wings Thursday night, a couple practice days leading up to that game on Thursday against the Detroit Red Wings.
Get on the ice and work on a couple things that maybe we haven't always have time to work on. Also shake the legs out a little bit. It wasn't a taxing day, but it was good just to get out, work on a few things. Come off a road trip out west. We went 500. Would we have liked to have a point or two more? For sure. Back home now, gearing up for the next game. Still doing a lot of teaching with our group. Got a young group that, there is a lot of teaching to be done, and confidence is part of it for sure with our team. Also teaching maturity and staying with the game.
Getting back yesterday from Cali. Good to get a practice in today. I have a practice tomorrow, and then definitely a big homestand for us before we go on another West Coast trip. So, hopefully it's going to be good. Four games for us. So yeah, it's going to be good.
As for the news of the day, just one change for the Sens on the defensive side of things. Donovan Sabrango sent back down to AHL Belleville, and Nicholas Matanpalo called back up. Going to get some time here with the big club just on the practice side of things. We'll see if he does get into any game action. Travis Green said it was a good opportunity to see what they've got in Sabrango on the road trip. Now an opportunity to do the same, to see what they've got on the defensive side in the system with Matanpalo up with the big club. The third line had a very effective game against the Anaheim Ducks. Shane Pinto, Mike Amadio, and Nick Cousins. Cousins, of course, getting the big tying goal in the third period. Pinto spoke today about the success the line had in that game, but also trying to find some consistency as the next games come along.
Yeah, I gotta do that more consistently. I think everyone knows that I gotta be better, and the team needs me to be better if we want to start winning games. So, I think I could build off of that and just keep building my confidence back up and get back to playing my game. So hopefully we'll get there. That's the biggest thing in this league. If you can play consistently, I think the results come, and we just haven't found that yet. But you just gotta stick to the process. I think that's all we say, but it's true. I think Greener's done a good job of that. We did another video session today to try to get better and just try to continue to grow and mature and just try to play more consistent.
On that note of consistency, Travis Green also spoke about the importance of finding a stretch of games here where they can string wins together, dwindling around the 500 mark, just a little bit below it now, trying to find some consistency in their game to get back to and above 500 and separate a little bit as they approach this long road trip over the holidays.
Everyone's looking for success. You look at the standings right now, there's a lot of teams in that middle ground rate hovering around 500. I think one game over 500, the last time I checked, is in a playoff spot. We're 2 games under. Do we think would we like to have a few more wins? Yeah. Do we think we could have? Yep. But again, not looking behind, looking ahead. There's a lot of teams that are right there trying to get on a little run. You can't get on a little run if you don't win the next one, though. It's a close league. I will tell you that it seems like, every year the league gets closer with the parity in the league. There's a lot of nights analytically when you look at who should have won the game. There's a lot of nights that it's really close. And there's obviously elite teams in the league that separate themselves, but there's a lot of teams in that middle ground right now.
As mentioned, a big stretch of games here for the Sens, trying to close in on that 500 mark. 5 of their next 6 games are right here at Canadian Tire Centre before heading out on that long road trip out west. An opportunity to pick up some points here at home before going on that road trip again. Going to need to find some consistency both at home and on that road trip to be able to pick up points coming into the new year. A big stretch of games, needless to say, coming up for the Sens.
It is nice to be home. Everyone gets excited when you have 4 home games in a row or whatever it is. Everyone wants to win all of them. I'm really concentrating on winning the first one. Then we'll worry about the second one, then the third, and then the fourth, and hopefully at the end of it, we've got a few more points than at the beginning of it. But it is nice to talk about, but I think from a coaching standpoint, we're not worrying about Game 4 of the homestand. But I think it's nice to be home for sure. Everyone loves playing in front of their home crowd.
The Sens will once again be back at work on Wednesday, gearing up for their 4-game homestand, kicking off with the Detroit Red Wings on Thursday night. For Sens 360, I'm Jackson Starr.